Then I click this. E. Cat lady. Done. Alright. That should set everything up perfectly fine and wonderfully. And I hope it's good. Ooh-ah. This can be a little bit louder. Actually. Right about there. No, still too loud. Alright, that's the levels that I want out. New game. Probably won't get through it all today.
My name is Susan Ashworth.
But yeah.
I live alone in this old two-bedroom flat. I rarely go outside. Some would say it's a lonely life, and I guess that's true. But I don't like people's company. Not lately, anyway.
Stuttering just a little bit.
I only trust my cats these days, and I will miss them dearly. But they will understand, like they always have. Teacup stays with me till the end. He watches me, as if he knew. Because earlier tonight, I swallowed a whole bunch of pills.
It's a very
They're
dark
legal,
story.
of course, prescribed by my doctor for my sleeping problems. But I've taken 34 of them, all I could find in the cupboard. And now the room around me spins in a blurry tango as my heart slows down. Any second now, I will be dead. I feel calm. I'm ready for it. I've only got one thing to say now. Thanks for nothing. Goodbye.
Ghosts in the Woods, Chapter 1. Harvester Games presents press up arrow to open interaction menu. Cycle through available options with up and down. Press enter to confirm. Examine. I feel strangely drawn to this place. I must find a way to unlock this padlock and get inside. It's locked. MFT 37. No pedestrian access. in our Michelask game. Sorry if I butchered that name. It wasn't long enough for me to like really look at it and read it properly. Press up to open interaction menu. Cycle through available options with up and down. Press enter to confirm. Salmon. Fucking let me read, please. Alright. I can't go any further. This ambulance is blocking access to the tunnel. Maybe there's no exit at all. Open the door. Let's see what's inside. It's locked. It's still locked. Okay. Thank you, Streamer.
Huh? What's making that noise? Hello? Who's there?
It's me.
Answer
Ooh.
me.
It's me. A cold, dead body right in front of my eyes. What is it doing here? Examine. I look so calm. Turn head. Open eyes. You said something? You're not gonna say it again? Open mouth. Is that a key in her mouth? In my mouth? Better take it with me. Down is the inventory. Examine. Not long ago, even a key wouldn't open my mouth. Now I find there was one inside it. Can't see any locks around here. That's not wonderful. Very unhealthy to be trapped into that, you know? So I can't. Just brush that off. Nothing happened. No need to worry about it, you know? Is that rust or blood on the car? Maybe it's both. I'm gonna be going for a specific ending. There is many. Gonna see what the deer was doing. Dead body hanging from a tree. I should be scared, but I just feel empty. Wait, what's that shiny thing on my neck? Is that a key? body's too high. I can't reach. Examine. Rope is tied into a knot. Take me hours to undo this knot. Seems bolted from the other side. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Use. Alright. I'm gonna try that on the padlock now. It's been a while since I played this game. This is one of the few games I have 100%ed.
Can't remember this place. Am I lost?
Probably. A gruesome display. At least it's not my head stuck on the bars. It's locked. The key doesn't fit. Alright. Another crow. Oh, that same one. Follow the crow. Very simple. Examine. Who's done this? Is there anyone else here? Pull out the knife. Unbolt. Use. Cut that rope down, you know? Oh. Look closer. Search pockets. Empty. I look like I'm just sleeping. Take the key. That's the gate key. Leave. Now, go back this way. The crow is gone. It's a large rusted key.
Welcome to my house, Susan Ashworth. I have been waiting for you, my dear. I knew you would turn up one fine day like this.
Who are you?
I have so many names, it's hard to pick one. But I'm curious, who do you think I am?
Are you the devil? Are you God? An old lady who lives in the woods? Death? I really don't know. Can't you just tell me? I'm going to probably say he is death.
Interesting. Yes, perhaps that's what I am. I come when there's something to take, but I never give anything back. I am doom, but I'm salvation too. I'm feared by most, but adored by some also. Some like yourself, Susan.
Don't flatter yourself, old lady. I don't even know you.
Well, that's not quite right. I've been around for a while. Keeping you company, always there, you know? Always there.
So I was wrong. You're not death?
No, I am not. Perhaps I am life. But then again, does it really matter?
What'll happen
What will
next?
happen next?
Depends on you, Susan. Inside my house, there are dark hallways that lead to places you don't want to see. But there is also something that will make you want to return to where you came from and cherish every single little breath you take. I'm going to make you an offer, Susan. It's a chance only a fool would refuse.
Okay. An offer? What can you offer me?
Let's come inside. It's getting cold out here.
Painting? Okay. A lonely seashore.
Please don't touch anything, dear.
I wasn't going to.
You lied to the whole world, Susan. And you lied to yourself.
I was gonna touch it. You're right. I'll do it again. Look at her. Is she really here? Maybe this is all just a dream after all.
Now we can talk properly, my dear.
Will I be punished for taking my own life?
Will I be punished for taking my own life?
Most people would be, but not you, Susan. You see, I watched you long enough to understand how you feel. I don't expect you to believe me, but I actually have sympathy for you. Who knows, I could be your only friend. The only friend in the whole wide world. So like I said, I'm going to make you an offer. I want to help you. I will give you back your happiness in exchange for a simple task. Your life will change completely. You will be yourself again. And you will soon forget the sadness that has consumed your heart for years.
Still don't know who you
I
are.
still don't really know who you are.
I go by many names. I've never paid much notice to what the living call me, but there is one name the fallen ones use when I speak to them. I find it most accurate. The Queen of Maggots.
Is that what you are? Why, maggots?
Because they feed on what's dead and gone.
Dead and gone. I guess that's me.
Is there anyone else here?
Is there anyone else here?
I thought you liked being alone. Isn't that why you ran away from everyone?
It doesn't matter.
I was standing right behind you when you threw away all those photographs, you know? I brushed your hair every night you cried yourself to sleep. I saw everything. I knew what you want, but it's not here. It's gone, and it will never, ever come again.
I have no reason to live. Please just let me go. What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
Yes, I think it's time to explain. But where are my manners? We're still in the hall. This is not a place for a serious talk. Follow me to the next room. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
think I'll probably need to make a command for this game, so I'll only do the first chapter, and then I'm gonna set up like
What's your
stream
offer,
elements.
then? What can
and
you fix
for
that
next time.
life has destroyed?
Susan, death can fix nothing. But though we are both dead, I am not death. I might seem just like a strange old woman to you, but I'm just as powerful as gods. And I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I'll need you to go back and face 5 people. They're not ordinary people. They're very special. Just like you. Only in a slightly different way.
A failure. Why did you choose me? Those 5 people, who are they? Makes you think I want to go back.
Those 5 people, who are they?
The parasites. That's what I call them. They don't know each other, but their destinies are bound together. You will have to keep your eyes open and be constantly on guard. Those people will want to get closer to you. They might even pretend they are your friends, but don't let that fool you. They have nothing but cruel intentions. They'll want to hurt you, Susan. They'll want to kill you. As harmless as they might appear, parasites are the evil scum of the earth, and they all deserve to die.
Isn't my life bad enough without them?
Don't be frightened. You will have a great advantage over them. They don't know that you know. Do you understand what it means? You will become my hunter, serving punishment for their sins. A tool of destruction. A dark angel walking through the river of blood. You find your purpose in life and you see for the first time how satisfying it can be.
But how will I recognize them?
There isn't a great deal of people in your lonely life, is there, Susan? You will know when you see them. Bring those deceitful bastards in front of me, and we'll make them regret for everything they've done.
What makes you think I want to go back?
Yeah.
I finally did it. I killed myself. That's all I ever wanted. And yet, it turns out to be just another failure. I want this suffering to stop.
Dear, dear Susan, you don't realize that the suffering never stops, do you? It only gets worse. This place is a passage between the world of the living and the world of the dead. You enter one of these corridors and you never come back. But you don't cease to exist. You remain.
Are you expecting me to kill them?
No, Susan, I'm expecting you to fight for survival. To do everything you can to defend yourself. I know you're not a murderer. Quite the opposite, actually. You're a good person. But I also know that you don't want
Whoa.
to suffer. And those people...
This is a very,
will
very dark
cause
game.
you pain.
Just a heads up. Many
They
hugs.
won't hesitate. In the end, you might have no choice. Think of it as gardening.
Ooh,
If there were weeds among the flowers, you'd pull them out, wouldn't you? You'd get rid of them without thinking twice about it.
I'm not really a gardener.
I read that as... I didn't read that as what it said it was.
And remember this, you are not the only victim.
Thank
If
you for the
don't stop
bees.
them, the killing will continue. Innocent people will die. You have the opportunity to make the difference. chance to save yourself.
Can't do this. It's
I
too
can't
much.
do this. It's too much. Dealing with criminals is a job for the police, not someone like me.
Indeed, you are weak. That's why I have prepared a special gift for you. Immortality. You cannot die, Susan. You will always return to life no matter what happens to you.
What? This is the last thing I wanted. Please, can't you just let me die?
I've made the decision. As long as they are alive, you cannot die.
It's blackmail. You can't do that. A person that has said they have powers on par with God and have made you immortal. You're saying that's blackmail. Susan, my dear.
It's blackmail. You can't do that.
I'm doing it for your own good. Anyway, you are in no position to bargain with me. You will either go and do what you have to do, or suffer for eternity. Forever unable to find your peace.
Can't do that.
This all must be just a weird dream. I don't believe you.
Susan, see this door here? Let's go inside. I want to show you something that will help you make up your mind. Follow me.
I love the art.
Yes, it's you, Susan. Come close. Say hello.
I don't want to look at it. Haven't I had enough yet? That body in the ambulance. Then the forest. But this place is... This is exactly what I was trying to run away from. I don't want to be here. Make it go away.
I assumed it would be wise to give you a little taste of the suffering you'd endure. I want you to understand that you can keep going long after you can't.
I could easily pull it out. Let me just take that. Aw. Fine. Crucified. All alone. In one place that's changed. In one place that's changed it all. I really don't want to be here.
Susan, it's time to make a decision. The parasites are coming, whether you want it or not. You haven't really got much choice. You must stand up for yourself.
I take orders from no one. I'll do it my own way.
I take orders from nobody. I'll do it my way.
Don't you understand? There is no other way.
Well, I don't know that. Besides, you could be lying to me. How do I know you aren't? I'm no murderer. I don't want to be. I'll find another way without you.
What?
Look, I appreciate you giving me another chance. Don't get me wrong. I can see now that I've made a mistake, and I'm ready to try to fix my life. But I really don't like what you're saying. If there's one thing I learned in life, it's that people let you down all the time. If If I don't rely on myself, I can't rely on anyone else.
You fool! You damned arrogant fool! You have no idea what you have just done. But fine, have it your way. In the end, I will be the one laughing at you. I always am.
Yeah, don't laugh too hard, old woman. You might break something.
When we meet again,
Haha.
you will beg me on your knees to give you a second chance.
I don't really believe in second chances, so I might have to disappoint you again. Look, this is all just a bad dream. I want to wake up. I'm back in the house. Okay, it'll be fine. I don't need her. I'm sure I'll figure out what to do.
Strange, the candle seems so strong and steady. There is no smoke.
I can't get through these. What the hell are they anyway?
Can't I touch it now? Game bad. I can't do much. Just gonna work my way down. Strange, the flame seems strong and steady. There's no smoke. Caution warning. Caution warning for suicide.
They left me no choice, Alice. Maybe one day you'll forgive me.
Caution warning, back away now. Yes, this is a very dark game. Not going to be doing any more of those for now.
What the? How did I get back here?
Seems like I can't go back that way. Oh, alright. Still just my body down there. Looked like there was a sort of human shadow behind that car. Open that up. Too long a sacrifice can make a stone of the heart. Would it take another sacrifice to turn it back on? Maybe I'm just being silly. This is just some old machinery after all. Machinery. Look at that. The hole has been boarded up with these planks. The sign underneath says emergency power switch danger. Emergency power switch danger. Look through. There's definitely something there. Can't tell for sure, but it looks like a switch. I'm strong enough to pull these off with my bare hands. But a crowbar will. Yeah, that looks safe. Examine. It's dark inside. All this blood around the hole. Someone hurt here. Reach inside. Caution warning. Another one. Music. A hammock. Face programming, James Spasnos. Art and programming, R. Michalaski. It's a very dark game. Oh. The cat lady. Oh. Chapter 2. Second first breath.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No,
Hugs.
it's not that.
Many, many hugs.
It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last.
Yeah.
You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Ignore. Susan Ashworth.
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No, no, no. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
I think my character was supposed to be saying something there, but it didn't show up for whatever reason. Hey. Wild.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I
Hey,
know
Liz.
this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you'd done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
Lots of waiting around. Melted.
Bad dream?
No, just a dream like any other. Yeah, a really bad one. Yeah, I've been having a real bad one.
A really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She wasn't well at all, not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask. She had to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course, and as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she.
Hmm.
I guess you didn't really want to know that, did you? That's just me and my big gob. Typical. I never know when to shut up.
It might not be stream safe for some things. I'm not gonna dwell on that.
What was your name again?
I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? I always do that. So sorry, Susan. My name is Elizabeth. But you can call me Liz, like everyone else.
You're here a lot. Every time I open my eyes, I see you.
They make auxiliaries do crazy hours here. Seriously, I feel like I've got no life sometimes. I'll be here till the morning. To be honest, I keep coming here to hide. Please don't give me away. I just want to rest my legs for 2 minutes, that's all.
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then all of a sudden, I was on the field of barley. It was great at first. I felt happy. I was free. but it soon got worse. There was this tunnel, but there was no light at the end of it, only darkness. Then I got lost in the woods. There was my dead body hanged on the tree, a burning car, and a crow, and a deer. I heard something behind the trees, but I didn't dare to look. Then I found the house. The old woman who lived there, I think she was Death. Or maybe she was the devil, I'm not sure. She said they call her the Queen of Maggots. She said I should go back, gave me another chance. And so, here I am. Weird dream, eh?
Maybe it wasn't a dream. I really believe in that sort of stuff. It's not impossible.
It felt real, but it was just a dream.
Yeah.
Can you now tell me who found me and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
How long have I
How
been
long
here?
have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions.
Gonna
But
be.
he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
I'm gonna be a mutant. Whoa. Tell me something more about
Tell me
yourself.
something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh?
Know that
He never
feeling.
told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Ah. Tell me more
Tell
about
me
this.
more about this Dr. X.
Is he in a
His
wheelchair?
name is Xavier Zellman,
Oh.
but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt.
Oh.
Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
Well,
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I
Ooh.
mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
yeah.
Sure. But it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
Yeah. Aw. Did you see this daughter of
Did
mine?
you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe.
I'm tired. Let me sleep
I'm
now.
tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You
True.
don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight.
Fair.
Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up, right?
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
Or something. I am going to do my first save. Very innovative name, you know. And for now, I will be right back. Voila. Oh, hello, hello. I am back. Right quick. Alright. Want to wait. Want to wait. Want to wait. I want to wait. I want to wait. I want to wait. It's being very rude and not letting me want to wait. I'm ready to talk now.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
No, he wasn't a good father to me.
No, he wasn't a good father to me. He was a cold, scary man. Had this wall around him. I could never talk to him about anything. He wouldn't understand. He'd just punish me instead. Maybe it's his fault I got some wires crossed in my head, because he never loved me. I've always wondered what it feels like to have a loving dad.
Maybe it's not too late to fix things between you two.
It is. He's dead. Cancer. 6 years ago.
I see. But it isn't too late for you to put things right in your heart. Have you forgiven him?
Why would I? He doesn't deserve to be forgiven. All he did was make my life hell. He destroyed my childhood. He always made me sad. Yes, sad is the word.
It's all true, Susan. But the anger you have kept in your heart all these years isn't doing you any good. Don't you think you would be a better, stronger person if you could rise above it all?
Bullshit.
Aren't you becoming a bit like him, angry and bitter? Aren't those the things in him you hated most?
My mind is already made up. I will never forgive that son of a bitch. I hope he burns in hell.
Well, if you put it like that. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
She never cared about me. All that mattered to her was the booze, and never me. What I remember clearly from my early years is the image of her, sitting by the window. She'd stare at it for hours, smoking. My dad saw it all, of course, but he was unable to do anything about it. I think he just loved her too much to do anything. They argued a lot. Their fights always take place behind closed doors. It's one way of protecting the child from it all, but children always know. At least I did. I remember every time they fought, I tried so hard to just go to sleep, but sleep never came. No matter how hard I tried not to listen, I couldn't stop. I just couldn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Yeah, fair. Alright. Damn it. Let's click on hospital wristband. It's got my name, date of birth, hospital, and hospital number on it. Give. There's no one here I could give it to. Use. How could this help me escape from this horrible place? Lock. The needles are stuck at 10:08. It's probably broken, or maybe it just needs new batteries. It's full of latex gloves, 3 different sizes. Take a lot of gloves. Take glove. Take one glove. Perfect. Pillow. Look under. Nothing interesting under the pillow. Just looking at this pillow makes me wonder how many people have died with their heads on it. I'm sure it's been washed many times since then, but it still sends a chill down my spine. Come to think of it, I nearly died here myself. Wait, I did die for a moment, didn't I? Don't really want to sleep here. I'm not tired anyway. Alright. Make it a run for it. Drug chart? It's a list of drugs for patient inside room 2. Guess that's me then. Want a lot of sedatives, it appears. Stuff they've been giving me could knock out a horse and give it a headache for a week too. It could also cause hallucinations and paranoia. How bizarre. Why would they want to give me all that? I'm not crazy. I know that for sure. If anyone's crazy here, it's someone who put me on all this medication for no good medical reason. Flowers. Bunch of chrysanthemum. I hate flowers. I don't like flowers. I really don't care what they smell like. Smell the flowers. No way I'm taking them. Don't like flowers, especially chrysanthemums. Examine. Inside room 2. They must be keeping another suicidal patient in there. So list of drugs for patients inside room 1 and some notes. According to this, her name is Anne Burton, 35 years of age. She's taking a lot of sedatives and has a long history of drug abuse. It seems that on top of it all, she's taking methadone for heroin withdrawal symptoms. I didn't get to read that. At the bottom of the page is a note saying she's actually a private patient who's staying here, but of her own free will. Lucky lady. Guess it won't be so easy for me to leave the ward. Wait a minute. Examine. Side room 2. They messed up this. They messed up the names. This is side room 1. Like the wrong.
I've got enough gloves in my pocket. There's no need to take more.
But they're always. You can always
I've
take
already
more
got the
gloves.
glove in my pocket.
Examine. The needles are stuck at 11:40. Are all clocks broken in this hospital? Not sleeping in someone else's bed. Look under. There's nothing interesting under the pillow. Alright. I'm gonna finish this chapter, because I'm pretty sure I know what to do. And then after that, I think that's where I will be ending the stream, but that's still a long ways off. Just giving everyone a heads up. Sorta, you know? You know. Anything? No, there was nothing to interact with. Just the door. Examine. It's a toilet door. Enter. Someone's inside.
Hello? I guess I should wait my turn.
Fine. Talk to you.
I'd like to go home now.
Well, so would I. But there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, alright?
But she thinks those rimmed glasses make her look attractive. I know her kind all too well. Completely dedicated to her job, yet totally brainless and closed-minded. Can I make a phone call, please?
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks.
I feel much better now. Can you please discharge me?
I would like to
I'm
leave.
glad to hear that. But I can't discharge you until Dr. X sees you. He should be doing his round very soon. Please return to your bed and wait for him, alright?
Fair.
Is
Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
I'm sorry. A lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name. Can you return to your bed now, please? It's nearly time for your medication. I can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you.
Yeah, you seem busy. Make it a run for. Ooh, come on. Supposed to be patient files. They're all piled up on the desk.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
I was only going to tidy up.
I'm sorry. Are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Excuse me. Where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
I'll come back later.
Please do, ma'am. We'll be right here.
Oh, bathroom free. Free at last. This must be the patient from side room 2. Doesn't look like she's confused. Doesn't look like she looks confused. Wow. Stop infection in its tracks. Every patient contact needs clean hands. And the suicidal patient. Strange. She looks like someone I know.
Hi. Are you alright? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I miss her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Mary?
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just
fair.
leave me alone.
Enter. Into the bathroom I go. Took me an hour to do that. Search the bin. Take one of these medication pots. Read. Please stop writing messages on the mirror while we are currently experiencing difficulties maintaining a light level of cleanliness due to sudden absence of our cleaning staff. We ask all patients to be considerate and help us keep the ward tidy. Examine. Like that hasn't been emptied for a while. There are a lot of discarded medication pots in there. And other gross stuff. Here. Can't stand to look at myself. The mirror is cracked. A large shard of glass is lying on the side. Can I take the shard of glass? If they find it on me, they'll think I'm a complete psycho. But it might be useful too. Take the risk. Can't interact with the sink anymore. Run hot water. Toilets. Open lid. Gloves. I'm gonna clog it. Nope. Nothing to see here. You know. Everyone has to go to the washroom. And flush. Yep, it's rather filthy. Yeah? EIL. That's what it does say.
Coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Ah, well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute. Oh, it's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
That's EIL. Gotta go. Gotta rush those papers. Damn it. It's supposed to be called up 8. And Bert. Since she's admitted herself to the hospital. Fake. Go. Is it on here? Read. Anna Burton, 35 years old. Sedatives. Okay. Fuck you.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A
I do
beautiful
know
name.
it.
But I know
EIL?
it. Let me just think for a second. Elizabeth.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Hmm.
If you really are a friend, you will know my
EIL.
mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
Yes, I need to think. Oh.
Alice.
No, you're wrong.
Okay, yeah, no.
Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
It's Anna Burton. Unfortunately, it's on Anna Burton's name, and I have to trick the guys into thinking. We do actually look quite similar. Enter.
It wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone just stuck a bunch of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I've put my hands in that stinking toilet.
I could do it again. That'd be funny. But the question is, did she just leave the hot water running? Like I did. She did indeed. Here, examine. Look at myself. Hot water. Do I just... Let's try cold water then hot water. But hot water. Gonna... Change? Alright. Turn off tap. I messed something up. It's a very sharp piece of glass from the broken mirror. Think. Run hot water. Flush. That doesn't do anything. More bees. Open. Ooh. Salmon. Check myself. What? Thank you for the Prime subscription, bees. Thank you so much. You are. Thank you. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's good. Don't need them right now. Use. Not sure what to do. Give. Nobody would want that. Use. Examine. I forget what I meant to do here. Oh. Well. That would be to do that. Alright. Ad is running.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
Uh, okay. Okay.
I don't know.
No, of course you don't. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
I remembered. I mean, I searched it up real quick. I get the name. Lie down. Lie down. Not tired anyway. Oh. Two.
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment.
Ah.
Can you
rude.
please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks.
Let's talk to you. How do I progress? Uh. Alright.
Tell those security guys to let me through right now.
I'll tell them in a minute. I just have to finish my writing first.
I'm not kidding. I want you to let me go right now.
Could you calm down, please? There's no need to be rude.
What? I'm not being...
I'll be with you in a second. We're looking after a lot of patients here, not just you. Let me finish this.
Fair.
I can't remember what I was going to write. I have to start all over again.
Fun. Alright. I remember. I looked it up. Very annoying. It's a very simple thing too. Let's just open that door. And let's just close that door. Hot water. Open the door. Is it not? Alright, there we go. Press. Caution warning. For
Someone's
drug
coming.
use. Forced.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I pressed the
I
promised.
pressed it by mistake. Sorry.
Oh. Alright. It happens, I guess. I'll see you later.
Aww. I have to press anything but that one. I am a fool. I just keep pressing it by
Someone's
accident.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
I'll have your name so I can make a big fat complaint. Susan Ashworth. Yeah.
Susan Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquid.
That's
please.
fine, that's fine.
It'll help you relax.
I agree, that is
It'll
fine,
help
that's
you
fine.
relax.
Take it of drugs.
That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better.
Thinking of friend Bo instead when I gave that caution warning.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Will I? Sheila. So hard. Concentrate. Is this thing filled with drugs? I wonder. Right. Yeah, didn't think so. But I stabbed a heart spider thing and took its blood as drugs. You know, everyday stuff. And just your average, everyday sort of thing. Lie down in the bed.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Indeed. Examine, what exactly is this? How did I get it? It's all a bit blurry. I can't really remember much. You. I know what your mother's name
If you
is.
really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs.
Yeah?
I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see.
Alright, well I did.
How about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Okay.
Oh, I never said you...
Pauses my game. Thank you very, very much. That is a
Stupid.
very good
I
meal.
just really want to go home. Please
Wonderful.
understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No,
Oh.
not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only
Yes,
get in the world
Oreos are
of
so
dreams.
good.
Now
Oh,
that
not
is
sponsored.
something special.
But like they're vegan,
Is it
more or less.
safe?
It's perfectly
If
safe.
I made such a good fucking cake.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll see what I can do.
Oh.
About these name bands.
Oh yeah, I don't mind. We can swap our name bands as soon as you bring me the red stuff. But remember, it's hidden. You have to follow the heartbeat of the spider. It's right there, in the world of dreams, the world of nightmares.
True. What exactly is this? Are you alright?
All right.
I'm fine. Yes, it's all fine. It's just hard to wait, you know? They said I can have it. You know, yeah? So I wait here. Don't want to miss it. That nurse promised it to me. The one with the red glasses. But I think it's been 3 hours already. Why are they late? Do you think something happened? Do you think
Probably.
she changed her mind? Because I swear if she did, I will hurt myself again. I swear to God, I will hurt myself again.
I'm sure they'll be here in a minute. They're probably just very busy. That's all.
Oh.
What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it. I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes.
Yeah?
I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Always be nice.
Poor woman.
I have drug to give you?
I've found the thing you asked me for, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes. No matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they... You know what? It doesn't matter.
It's true, it doesn't.
Thank you for your help.
Alright.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through.
Yes,
We'll
you
need to see a
can.
discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
That seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Fucking
Of course.
roasted
Thank you.
him.
We'll
Ooh.
see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
Damn it. It's a strange store. It's locked. It's empty. It says door to some office. It's locked. I can't go back.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am?
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again,
Yeah.
I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't
Yeah.
legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
Fine.
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
really
clog.
got much choice, have I?
I'm gonna clog the toilet one more time though. Fuck you. Can't be stopped.
Now I'd like
I'm
to ask you
uncontrollable.
some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Ooh, wrong button.
Fine.
Clicked off screen.
Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
I live on my own and it
I
suits
live
me
on
just
my
fine.
own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
I'm in between jobs at the moment.
I'm between jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that. You'll feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Drink strong coffee and smoke on the balcony. Eat breakfast, cereal usually. I have a cup of tea and read newspaper. I lie in bed awake. Can't bring myself to open my eyes. Go to the toilet. Doesn't everyone? I put on the TV so I can watch old TV shows.
I go to the toilet. Doesn't everyone?
Fair enough. What is the next thing you do then?
I go to the
Oh,
toilet again.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
just muddle through, I guess. Don't think there's any routine to it.
Double it up.
It depends how I feel that day.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside.
I mean,
Not really. I don't feel
Yeah.
that safe at all. How can you feel safe these days anyway? You can be living next door to a murderer who'll blow your head off for a bit of fun. Local kids have set an old man on fire the other day. They filmed him as he burned to his death. I knew this woman. She slipped on a wet bathroom floor, cracked her head open, and broke a leg. She lied there bleeding for 2 days, unable to move. By the time they found her, it was already
Oh,
too
wow.
late.
Susan, taking risks is a part of life. What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
hmm. Be good to have more money, I guess. A good friend, someone I can finally trust. Something to fight for, you know? A reason to go on. Show is better looking. Something to fight for.
Fight for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
Yes. Didn't help much, as you
Yeah.
can see.
It didn't help much, as you can see.
Yeah.
Just something to
That's
think
what I
about.
said.
I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Every
Right.
night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you
Yeah,
describe
vegan.
to me how you feel at the moment?
SMH. Uh-huh. I feel fine now.
I feel fine now. I feel like I want to change my life for the better. Not really sure how yet, but I really want to try.
Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
No,
That's good. Alcohol is a powerful depressant.
I never really liked drinking.
Excellent. Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Uh-huh. Oh, I used to think about it sometimes.
I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Nothing was making me happy
Nothing
anymore.
was making me happy anymore. There wasn't a single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I tried. I really tried to find something. Took a long bath. Picked up a book. watch some television, but I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions, and I myself felt obsolete, needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours.
Fuck.
I
Can't
didn't
be
even know
touching
I'd
my
been
mouse.
crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
Loneliness. I wish I had someone to talk to sometimes. Noise. Raining. People. It's what to say. I'm going to go with loneliness.
Loneliness. I wish I had someone to talk to sometimes.
And
Yeah.
yet you seem to avoid people.
Because they're only interested in themselves.
Not all of them, surely. I'm beginning to think you are actually afraid of finding a friend because it would force you to come out of your shell.
Call it what you like. I'll sure be glad when I find the right person someday.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Probably nobody would come anyway.
Yeah.
Can you imagine it? Now that's a sad picture. Loved by no one. Missed only by some cats. No tears shed for me. No flowers on my grave. But that's okay. I never liked flowers. I wouldn't miss that.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
I don't really want to talk about this. It has nothing to do with him. Can I please go home now? There's nothing to talk about. It's getting late. Can we talk about this some other time?
I don't really want to talk about this.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
We
Wait
zoom
for
in.
me. Tell me what's going on here.
We zoom in. Fast we go.
The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Meow. Meow.
Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
But there's a door here. Door to enter. It's locked. Oh, but there's an office here. Oh, it's still locked. Zoom in. Okay, there you are. Come on, let's go. You coming?
I think I can hear someone coming.
Oh, ruh-roh.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Zoom in. Look at her go. Gotta catch up.
Turn
No.
left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Go. Zoom, zoom. All left. Gotta go. Let's go. We're entering. There's something I have to do.
What are we doing on the roof? Liz,
Save. Save. Towards the sun. It makes sense.
what the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz,
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
A bad idea. Come down and we'll
this
talk.
is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Aww. She was the one that smoked a cigarette and burned in the bed.
Yeah, she smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay, you have listened. Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just a blind guess. But I must jump anyway. I have no choice.
Wait! Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
Yes, you do! You can choose to come back inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
Burglar. She's a stripper.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care. My family don't care. Even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Wedding day. No, it was on Valentine's.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day. You and I could have been good friends, you know. You really listened to everything I said after all. I'll be back. When you need help, I'll be there, Susan. But right now, it's time for me to let go.
No!
This is a very dark and sad game.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you are absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's alright.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
Wonderful.
Where am I?
I wonder what it does. Well, we can pull it to find out. There's a crow. Hello, I see you too.
Who are you?
I am the crow, of course. I will get you out of here. Unless Susan wants to stay. I thought so. There are two doors leading out of this place. One of them will simply take Susan back to where she belongs. But behind the other one, there is a great reward for her. It's something she always wanted. Something she longs for every single day.
Where are those doors? I can't see them.
Just walk back to the right side of the stage. Ideally, the Susan can't miss them.
Hello.
Does Susan like my girls? I knew she would.
Whatever they are, tell them to stop staring.
But they are your guides, Susan. They are the guardians of the doors. They know which door she should enter to get her rewards. But there is one problem.
There's always a problem. I'm not even surprised. Which door should I go through?
I will leave that to Susan's own best judgment. But this might be her only chance to find what she had lost. Waste it. And Susan will never get it back. Susan has one question. And she can only ask one of them. She must use it wisely.
Fine, I can do that. But what's the catch?
simple. One of my girls always tells the truth, while the other one always lies.
A simple problem.
And I'm guessing you can't tell me which is which?
It's something I've forgotten myself a long time ago, Susan. Well, does it really matter? One question is all Susan needs to find the right door.
Oh, let's ask this one. I wish it'd stop staring at me. Poke it.
That'll teach you to stop staring, you horrible, ugly doll.
Alright, ask. So which door should I enter? Which door will lead me to my reward? Which door will take me back to my world? Is the door to the left the one I should open? Is the door to the right the one I should open? Which door would the other doll point me to? Is the other doll a liar? If I enter the left door, will I get a reward? Which door would you enter to get the reward? Which door should I not enter? Does anyone know what the answer is? Now that I've given y'all a second to think about it, the correct answer is which door would the other doll point me to?
Which door would the other doll point me to?
Alright. The idea behind this, the answer to that is the one that tells you the truth will say that the liar will point to the door that I wouldn't choose, which would be the correct door. So it would choose this door. The liar would say that the other one would not choose the one that they would choose because they are lying. So you choose this one.
Is this supposed to be my reward? Flowers. I hate flowers. You lied to me. You lied.
Oh, I see you.
Did you really think there would be anything precious waiting for you here? Look at lovely roses. Just like everything else in you. They just turn into ash.
Hey, that's me. They turn into me? Nice. Caution warning. Death on screen. Might be through one of the suicide. Yes, that is how these work. Sometimes not. Oh. Hospital body bag. Hospital body bag. Open it up. What's inside? Oh, phased me through the floor.
You treacherous, dirty bastard. I opened my heart to you, and you stabbed me to death in cold blood. You'll pay for this. I swear you will. But this means the old woman was right. I can't die. I'm immortal. I think it's time to find out how very mortal you are, Doctor.
It's the suicide note I wrote. Why would he put it up on the wall? My name is Susan Ashworth. I live alone in this old 2-bedroom flat where I barely go outside. Examine. Another unlucky victim of the killer. This one looks like she's been dead for a long time. Examine. Sharp piece of sharp iron bar. It's stuck in the girl's chest. Take. That's mine now. Oh, those are titties. I gotta. Brings his victim down here in hospital body bags. I gotta go. I gotta go. If I don't find anything else, maybe I'll use this chair as a weapon. Lucky I didn't sit in it. Still, this wood leg might be of some use. Just needs a bit of an edge to it. Hot water. Take. Use. It's covered in lather now. Might be useful for something, I guess. Alright. Lady with an ermine. Examine the body. His body is quite badly decomposed already. While real art lasts forever, Doctor's models will soon rot and fall apart. That sick man. How did he manage to hide all this madness? Guess he couldn't get hold of ermine, so he used this creepy little doll instead. Big doll's head. Probably find some use for it. Alright. Is there anything this way? Wow. Oh god. Seen something like this before. The living paintings. Except this here is a dead body suspended on wires and tied to a chair.
You're gonna pay for this, you bastard.
Seems to be used a lot of makeup to turn her into the spitting image of Mona Lisa. Ooh, skeleton! A fake skeleton. It's probably been used for teaching before it ended up here. Bolt. Take it a bolt. Mine. Nom. Easel, examine. Doctor probably considered himself quite an artist. Examine. Probably make a weapon here. Oh. Oh. For the room. There's some. I want to use a specific weapon. I have the doll head saw blade bludgeon. Bit wild, if you ask me. Right? It seems this place has been closed for a long time. One day, when they eventually demolish it, all the evidence will get buried deep down under the piles of rubble. Locked. Examine. This must be a way out of here. Take the key. This must be the way out of here. Liz. Examine. God. Liz. Alright. God, it's Liz, but it's possible. I spoke to her last night. I tried to stop her from jumping. Yet here she is stuck on a metal rod looking like she's been dead for a lot longer than that. What happened? Was it just a dream? Am I really going crazy, or is she really there, just already dead? Pockets are empty. At least you find some peace in death. Oh. Use. 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 Oh, I need a nut. Turn to the room. Venus. Examine body. Another poor victim of the mad doctor. Something shiny on one of her fingers. Look at the hand. I could pull it off if the finger wasn't so swollen and stiff. Alright. Use. Wrong thing. Use. Use. Now I just need to tighten that nut using some tool. Turn to the room. Examine. Body is positioned the exact same way as the painting. Seems the killer used wire to keep her head tilted to the side. Oh. Oh. Sharp pinch. I forget the exact words. Examine. What's the old metal locker open? Let's open it quietly. Take it a wrench. This one is... What I'm doing right now is for a different achievement. I've already got all the achievements in this game, but I just prefer this over any of the other ways to do it. Just because it's more... I don't want to say satisfying, but it's more satisfying. Well, it's complete. I suppose it's time to go and see the doctor. Turn to the room.
I don't need eyes to enjoy your fear. Scream louder, little bitch. Scream your lungs out. Louder, I said. Yes, this is by far my favorite of songs. Would you like me to dance for you? Unlike you, I know all art needs to be appreciated. Your scream is like a poem without words.
He's wearing a mask and a blindfold. He's convinced I'm dead and no one knows about this place.
Your body, an instrument. I never thought you had it in you. And yet you make every fibre in my body tremble with excitement. Your body will forever be admired by those like me, who understand the only pure and true form of art.
Seen enough, the doctor must die. Use the spear. You'll feel a sharp scratch.
You'll feel a sharp scratch.
Goodbye, the girl.
Thank you. Thank you so much. He would have killed me. Like the others. The animal. You gave him what he deserved. Who are you?
My name is Susan Ashworth. They call me the Cat Lady. It doesn't matter. Forget you ever saw me. Just go.
It doesn't matter. Forget you ever saw me. Now get out of here. Call the police. I'm going home.
Oh, but yes. That leads to chapter 3. River. I am done for the night.
Standing by the river, I wonder.
Just gonna get to a point where I can save again.
No. My heart is heavy enough. It will drag me down for sure.
Finally back home. I'm back home. I will be safe here. First of all, I should wash off all the horrible memories of this night. Dying for a cigarette, something to eat, some coffee, a cigarette. I'd love to see my cats too. Let's just pretend for a minute that everything's back to normal. I survived. Okay, yeah, I can do this. One step at a time.